Installing Linux Air Combat from the Arch user repository. This is part 6 in this continuing series from a YouTube playlist. In prior parts, we installed Linux Air Combat and some optional components including eSpeak and Mumble. The first time you start Mumble, as we showed before, it demands configuration. So while you weren't looking, I exited out of Linux Air Combat. I exited out of everything, and we're getting a clean start here. Let me show you what it's like to configure Mumble. I'm going to go to the Start menu. We go to Internet, and Mumble shows up right here. Click, and when Mumble starts up, it starts with its main Mumble frame here, and it automatically activates this audio tuning wizard, which will take you step by step through the process of finding and configuring your speaker or headset and microphone. Rather than walk you through this right now, I'm going to show you where it's all nicely documented in other video clips here at AskMrWizard.com. Accordingly, here is Mozilla Firefox accessing our main website here at AskMrWizard.com. There's a prominent link here for Linux Air Combat. Actually, let's make this a little bigger so you can see it better. Bigger text. So we went to AskMrWizard.com, and from the prominent links across the top of the page, I'm going to click on Linux Air Combat. Click. Whereupon we get a description of Linux Air Combat. You might want to look over all this as you learn more about us. But where we want to go right now is in the training section. Click. And then from our training section, there's a section on communication right here. LAC communication. Text comms with our Morse code radio and voice comms with Mumble. I'm going to click here. Over here, I'm going to drill into our communication technology. The first section is on our Morse code radio. That's not what's interesting right now. The second link is here for docs on LAC using voice comms with Mumble. Click. Here we have lots and lots of tutorials and information about using Linux Air Combat and Mumble, including instructions on how to download and install it and how to configure audio. This is what you need to know right now. You also will want to configure some shortcuts and things. I recommend this series of little video clips to get Mumble working really, really nicely with Linux Air Combat. This concludes this little segment, but there's still more to come. Thanks.